Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Damon Johnson, better known as Naomi Wynters, singer, songwriter, drag entertainer, cosmetologist, producer, ordained spiritualist. I bring it all. I have it all. Alrighty. Um, and I come to you with love, light, and healing energy, transmuting any and all negativity, blinding any and all evil eye, taking that transmuted energy and using it to fuel our prosperity, fertilize our abundance, and fortify our safe space where if you fuck around, the spirit team will expeditiously help you find the fuck out. Alrighty. Now, we take that transmuted energy, yes, and we use it to help us elevate, to help us grow, to help us set our boundaries and stand firm in our cause. Today's energy card pull is the Mice card. That's ruled by number 23 in numerology. 2 and 3 make a number 5. Look that up if you're unaware. Keywords are worry, loss, stress, theft, deterioration, lack, sneaky, toxic, draining, scarce. Astrology is the second house. Timing, it's bad timing, or bad time, hours, or days. So as far as the astrology being the second house, whatever, you have to look at your star chart, your birth chart, and your star chart, whatever. And you're going to have to see whatever sign is in that second house, and then see how that applies towards this. But the timing was somebody experienced a bad time or a bad few hours or some bad days. But yeah, that is our card, the Mice card. Let's take a look at the cards and see what they have to say. On the bottom of the deck, before I even begin, the bottom card is acceptance, loss, sorrow, moving on, finding peace. So somebody basically knows that they're at loss in a situation and they can't get it back. Yeah, there's some kind of new project, some kind of urge to create or willpower, and they basically lost this opportunity. They spent so much time stressing over it that they just basically lost the opportunity, lost the chance. So, yeah. Womp, womp, womp. Yeah. Some kind of toxic energy. Could have been their ego. I mean, this could have been something that already happened as well. This isn't necessarily something that's going to happen. It could be something that is you're going through currently. Okay, but it looks like as I shuffle more and then the pre-shuffle temperance, there could be balance coming into the situation, or balance and harmony could have been brought into the situation. But let's see what the cards have to say. Okay. Okay, so basically, mental clarity is brought out that you are the star here in this situation. Your hope, your calm, your healing. You're the one that has a purpose. You've done and moved in a way of purpose. This is a wish come true for you. And basically, someone else tried to take this opportunity from you. And they're accepting that this is your opportunity. They're at a loss. They're sorrowful for maybe how they treated you. They want a reconciliation for how they treated you, because now that they're in a place of emotional stability, or see that you're in a place of emotional stability, that you're content with being alone, if that's what that means. You are satisfied with being the star and working on things by yourself, if that's what it comes to. Somebody's seeking self-forgiveness in the situation, quite possibly for how they treated you, or in the fact that they're experiencing personal setbacks here. When everyone turned their back on you and was against you, notice this card is has his back turned to the two opportunities in front of them. You stood and you pushed forward. You stood in your courage. You continued to be persistent. You stood in a place of weariness. You stood resilient. You stood in a place or as a test of faith. You put your boundaries up. You made a last stand. You said, well, if you don't want to do it with me, then I'll do it by myself. And I've said those words so many times. And it has nothing to do with stubbornness. I've seen the patterns of people come in, they just want to take, and do whatever. So I've learned to do things myself when they basically don't want to comply, don't want to work with me, or just want the money. So you stepped into this energy. You trusted your intuition, and there could be some kind of institution, or there could be some kind of societal rules or social conformity that notice you, and like it's like whatever this group is or this place is, they want your forgiveness. It could even be a school, like somebody continue to, it could be a business. Somebody continue to try you. Somebody continue to test you and try to push your boundaries, and they couldn't get it. But through all this, through all everything, them trying to irritate you, them trying to make you angry, them trying to create situations where they could then turn around and victimize themselves. You continue to stand on your boundaries. You continue to stand focused and courageous, and now these people are suffering. You continue to remain nurturing, emotionally stable, reliable. You continue to remain in a mindset of providing. And providing doesn't just mean financially. You could have been providing emotionally. You could have been providing, I guess guidance is still emotionally. You could have been providing spiritually. You could have been leaving blueprints and things out for people, like a little gumdrop trail to say, no, this is how you get back to the woods. Like it's giving Little Red Riding Hood. You're trying to deter them from going to the wolf, but they went towards the wolf anyways. You're trying to what is it? It's not Jack and Jill. uh I can't even think of the tale now, but anyways, it was like, was it Jack and Jill? But the two little kids went to the witch's house, and she baked them and ate them. Yeah, you're trying to do that, deter them from that, but you continue to remain in this energy of trusting your maternal instincts. You trust your internal instincts, and continue to remain wise, and that's what moves you forward. You've put in the work. I mean, as far as charitable work to other people, you've put in the work to so many different things, and other people have sent demons in to try and harass you. People they didn't want to deal with, situations they didn't want to work with, and it wasn't because they were stressed. It was just cheap people, ungrateful people, people looking for bargains and something for free. And they were just sending these people to you to bother you, to harass you, to attempt to get something from you. And then they felt embarrassed each time. And it's like, well, I referred them. I did this. I sent them to you, so and so. And, and it just continued to be a hassle on your end and your part while they wanted to put you in this place of um, they wanted you to be in this place of bereavement, of regret, of rethinking your choices. But they're there. And they're continuously, it's like they're there. Didn't want you to have success, while people around you kept saying, oh, we want to see you successful. We want you successful. Well, there were still other people that did not, because the same people that kept saying, we wanted to see you successful, we wanted to see you win, also did nothing to step up to ensure, help you do that or be that way. So all these people are in regret. It's like their words are turning back around and biting them in the ass. What else do we need to know here, Spirit? What else do we need to know? Tell me why. Backstreet Boys could be significant. Boy bands, girl groups. The 90s, early 2000s. Page of Pentacles coming out in reverse. Somebody stood in the energy of just being greedy. What was I just saying? There was a lack of commitment, laziness. They continued to procrastinate. They were unmotivated. They didn't learn from their previous failures. They received bad news. They were irresponsible. Yeah, they thought that just being lazy, they were going to get this victory by just copying your page or copying what you do. They were going to get this victory, while they were like trying to put your flame out continuously. You continue to kick ass. You continue to work, and they're upset that you're receiving this victory. This could even be a victory in a love situation. This is some kind of situation where people thought, oh, well, I got the looks, and that's all that matters. Like, there was no emotional work done. There was no trauma healing. They just kept dismissing it, keep repeating the same bad patterns. And now they're watching you get this victory. They're even going to watch you get this relationship that goes public. Um, And maybe even there's this Queen of Swords that's going to help this relationship or protect this relationship. And she's someone that's an unbiased judger. Maybe even this person is coming in to help you, to guide you. And I mean, and it's not someone that's coming in that somebody else sent. It's someone that's coming in that's genuinely coming in to help you, coming in to guide you. And it's I don't know, there's like this false narrative. Someone's going around, like, for instance, someone's continuously going around lying on my name. It is what it is. Like, and it's people that don't even know me just because of lies that they heard. So you could be going through something like that. But the truth, well, mental clarity is there. There's truth and proof in the pudding. Let's see, I got a lot of air energy out. I see Aquarius a lot out here. There's some Scorpio, Sagittarius, Earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I see Pisces. We got Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So it looks like pretty much all signs are present. Um, yeah. So somebody has this, yeah, like somebody's moving towards you. There's this energy of celebration coming towards you. So you could be in your head, you could be stressed, you have some anxiety or worry, but don't be, boo boo. Do not be. Not only do you have this Ace of Cups coming in this situation, you're definitely going to be celebrated. This could be an engagement, this could be a marriage, but it's energy. It's an adventure that's coming towards you that is a wish come true for you, despite everything else that you've gone through. It's like somebody set out to try and embarrass you, and they didn't even, the people that sent them in to embarrass you, dared you to do something. It's like they ended up being embarrassed because you had abilities, you have abilities and you have skills that other people don't know about because you don't run around boasting or you don't show your hand. Yeah, Strength card coming out with the Three of Cups here. So you stood in this place of courage, of like commitment to this. It could be a project, it could be an idea, it could be a person, it could be a group, but you stood courageously there, and the energy for this. You stood for your community. You stood for your happiness. You stood for your joy. You use your influence and your creativity for that. You remain focused on your happiness, on your collaborations, your friendships, and growing. And with this Ace of Wands here, that's why there's this new project coming, this inspiration or urge to create. There's even some kind of willpower or desire or potential for beginnings. There's new opportunities that are coming in. Um, and when it says potential beginnings, this could be new things that are coming to you. This could be things that already have the seeds that have sprouted, but you just haven't seen the harvest yet or the fruit yet. Um, but yeah, this definitely is going to be things that are going to allow you to save money. Like that's what this card gives me. The Three of Pentacles here, it's not just saving money, like it's like there's an abundance that comes in and you're able to cover your bills, pay your bills, have spending money, and still have enough left over to save. Like you're able to do all the things that you want, and that's what this is representing. Yeah, see, you're surrounded by opportunities that are going to allow you to save with the Seven of Cups here. See that? The Ace of Wands, potential opportunities, new opportunities, growth, saving money, and then you got opportunities, wishful thinking back here. Yeah. So you're surrounded by opportunities in this because you continue to show up the work. So there's no need to be in this worry energy, this loss energy. Everything that you've invested will come to fruition. Like that Nine of Cups didn't come out for no reason. You are the star for a reason. And you have to remember, when you plant seeds, tomorrow you don't see a sprout. You don't see the fruit come up. You don't see your harvest. It takes time. Victory, public recognition. It takes time for you to get that win, for you to see that win. And there could be multiple things coming from that one seed that you planted. So you have to be patient. And I know that's a lot of things because, we are in a time where instant gratification is what we need, what we want, what we desire. But you have to water those seeds. You have to nurture those seeds. You can't stress it. you have to sing to those seeds. You have to tell it, read stories to it, and nurture. Make sure there's enough fertilizer there. Make sure that there's no pests around it. Like it's consistent work, and then you start seeing the growth. And then when you're so enamored with the growth and the measuring, and you're proud of your growth and protecting the seed, and as it grows more, you got different pests that you got to keep away. And then finally, you get that tree, you get that fruit, you get that bush. You start seeing all that work that you paid off, all that work that you did pay off. Excuse me. Somebody could be stumbling over their words, or writing something and erasing it because they want to make sure that they say things properly to you. Someone it could be wanting to come in and express themselves to you in this situation. Let's see, is there anything else we need to know today? Yeah, somebody's meditating, contemplating, making sure they have the right things to say to come in, with the Four Cups here. They're reevaluating how they want to present this to you. They could be in a place of they're disconnected from other things and they're restless up late at night. They have painful endings. There are people competing for this. Probably even people that had no fucking business, or no business even in that category, competing for this. It's very painful endings here. And it could have been toxic situations, but there's some creative opportunities that are coming in for you. Once again, that people were trying to interject themselves into, yeah, coming into you. There's news, there's messages, some kind of information and curiosity. And this is going to allow you to transition, to move on to calmer waters, to leave baggage behind. Once again, you're going to have multiple priorities. You're going to be in a place of time management. And this is going to happen very quick with the Eight of Wands here. Woohoo! And it's taking you right into the Ten of Pentacles. What did I say? Well, that Three of Pentacles came out. Like, you're going to be in a place where you have enough abundance that you can pay all your bills. You can go do the frivolous things that you want to do, but you're also going to have adequate money left over to save. Yeah, and you going into this Ten of Pentacles is creating a tower. Like, you are upheaving people and you're challenging people's mindsets, because a lot of people believe everything's supposed to be easy peasy. They don't want to put the work in, and they think they're just supposed to be handed things. You're about to uproot a lot of false narratives, a lot of false situations, because a lot of people have done illegal things to get their work, like stealing people's intellectual property, like stealing people, like harvesting people's energy. Like, they've broken a lot of metaphysical laws. They've broken a lot of actual laws, to get what they got. And they just feel like they're untouchable, unscatable. But through this all, you still remain a natural leader. You still remain in your entrepreneurial spirit and a visionary. And this has evoked a lot of familiarity, probably into a lot of older people, because they understand what it costs and what it takes to build something, to genuinely build something, especially doing it with no help. See, like, for me, the internet hasn't done much for me or my businesses, and it could be because of the people that are sitting and lying, and then trying to smile in my face, but it's okay. So word of mouth is something that has helped me greatly. Yeah. And that's me trusting my intuition here, like seeing the patterns, recognizing this, and okay, if I post something and I'm offering this, here comes somebody else posting something, trying to be like, I've been doing this for 10 years and da da da. Who cares? Like, it's one of those things. Just because you've been doing something a long time doesn't mean you're good at it. And you continue to trust your intuition here. You continue to take in the sacred knowledge. You continue to let your spirituality guide you and have high morals and trust here. You continue to trust yourself. And that's what's bringing you this cycle here, this world cycle. And it's like, you continue to allow yourself to grow. Even though other people were attacking you, you just flipped and you did something a different way. You continue to allow yourself to explore the other ways that you can achieve your goals. You continue to allow yourself to experience different scenarios, and to question those people that have been like, well, I've been doing this 10 years and da 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 da. And I only use 10 years. That's just the number. You may have reached out to those people to gain insight on how they've been successful, but they snubbed you. Or once again, you get into this ostracized energy because they've been jealous. A lot of people will look at you and look at your skills and look at your abilities that you have. You could be doing it for 5 years. You could be doing it for 6 years. You could have been doing it longer than they've been doing it, and you just weren't licensed. And they try to toss that around. When you become licensed in something, you can become licensed at any point. There are a lot of things that people forget. Like, you could have experienced hardships that have prevented you from becoming licensed, or allowing you to go and get a degree. You could have just not been able to. It could not have been in your cards. So when I say hardships, you could have been to jail, you could have had a kid, you could have been dealing with health issues, you could have been dealing with stability, trying to have employment or having a place to live. And like, schools don't give a fuck about that. Jobs don't give a fuck about that. They want you to show up, they want you to pour your sweat, tears, and blood into a situation. And you just were not in a place where you weren't strong enough to do that. And other people that could have been in that place or could have had the handouts presented to them, especially women, because for whatever reason they are deemed more needy than other people. They're deemed less able-bodied. Tend to look down on other people that weren't presented these opportunities, weren't presented this help to allow themselves to grow. And I'm not bashing women in any way. I'm speaking from experiences. I'm speaking from what I see and what I watch. There are a lot of women that do get denied these extra things, but there are also lots of other things they can do. I see a lot of men that go out and that try, and they're denied opportunities. Like, a lot of men have to seek other avenues of things, like other traditionally non male dominated fields, to try and have an opportunity. Just like when women go into male dominant fields and they win over opportunities or get an easier ride, per se. That doesn't mean that they're less skilled. Hell, some of them could come in and have more skills, but they experience more friction, more opposition from the people that are there. So think about a male going into a field that's generally woman led. They're going to experience that same opposition, that same friction. And God forbid that they're actually good or above average or even excellent in their field and the knowledge they possess of what they do. Then you're surrounded by women that are already petty and easily get jealous of over other women and don't want them to succeed. So now they're mad at this man that is just trying to survive. So you've experienced that, you've dealt with that, you've completed these cycles here. These people are experiencing extra burdens and responsibility for trying to test your abilities, for trying to prevent you from growing, from trying to prevent you from experiencing balance, trying to prevent you from experiencing harmony. And it's like you've gone and you've put the work in, and these people snubbed you. They didn't want to connect with you in a way of community. They didn't want to come together. They all viewed you as competition. They all viewed you as less than. And the truth came out. They got mental clarity that you're the star. A lot of them got shook because people, places, situation, and things that they were trying to prevent you from doing exist in areas because of you. And when that was revealed, a lot of them were like, but I thought we didn't believe it was true. Nobody told you to believe it was true. When people tell you who they are and they showed you to get in your ego is what prevents a lot of you from growing. It's what prevents a lot of you from seeing your Ten of Pentacles, from getting your Nine of Cups here. A lot of you don't want to put the hard work in. A lot of you don't want to do the diligent work. You don't want the responsibility, but you want the luxury and rewards. And they wanted the luxury and rewards, and they thought by snubbing you and lying on your name and lying on you was going to present that to them, but it didn't. Spirit, what else do we need to know? You continue to just learn and take in the sacred knowledge that you could, and trust your spirituality and let that guide you. You continue to make progress and allow yourself to be prepared for the blessings that are to come to you. And even though you were in this worry, this loss, this stress energy, you felt the thefts, whether it's energetically, whether it was physically, you felt the loss and the experience, and you understood that it wasn't you, but other people around you. So you let it be. And this is why judgment is happening. Judgment is being called, has been called. Um, you're coming into a time where you're experiencing a rebirth. You get to answer your inner calling if you haven't already done that. You're entering a new phase. You're being absolved of everything around you, and the people are shook. There were old people still trying to be like, well, they're this person. You don't have access. You haven't had access in 10, 5, 3 years to this person. And these people are still speaking on your name of a version of you that doesn't even exist. And they never knew a whole version of you. They only knew bits and pieces of you. And in turn, that they thought they could piece those things together and create their own storyline in your life, create this version of you. And that was wrong. Didn't matter because you took on the responsibility of allowing yourself the opportunity to grow. You took on the ability to journey through your dark night of the soul, to allow yourself to grow in the darkness. And that's how seeds grow, by being buried. Um, Hell, there are lots of seeds and there are lots of things that sprout through the cracks in concrete. You allowed yourself to break through that cement, through that concrete, through that crack. You saw that little tiny sliver of light and you fought forward. You put the hard work in. You showed up. You did the responsible thing. Once again, that's why judgment is called for you. And when we go into this, you're getting into this place of saving money, this Ten of Pentacles, that wish come true. You did this. Yeah, you got temperance and balance coming in. There may be a little bit of an illusion around it because it's trying to be protected, but you had this temperance, you had this balance, this harmony, this moderation, this place of patience and being sensible. You continue to trust your intuition. You continue to ignore society and its rules. You continue to trust yourself, your intuition. You continue to go in and ask yourself for forgiveness for and not knowing your worth previously or doubting your worth previously. You continue to trust. You continue to seek a higher level of commitment. You continue to take in the wisdom. You never sought social approval. Once again, because you didn't do that and you made your own spiritual connections, you made your own way, you're being allowed to go into a place of transition and moving on. What is this? That's your hard work. That's your long-term view. You continue to invest in yourself. You continue to work towards a place of perseverance. You could have even done this by yourself while in hermit mode. A lot of people were like, oh, they're dead, they're this, they're that. Meanwhile, you're just over here letting them talk out of the side of their neck, letting them continue to lie, and you're not addressing any of the lies, addressing any of the rumors. You continue to show up for yourself. You continue to put the hard work in while in hermit mode, while doing it by yourself. You continue to make goals and see progress by yourself. They all said you couldn't do it by yourself, and you did it by yourself. You continue to remain ambitious and fast thinking, continue to remain action oriented and just showing results. And this has caused a tower in so many people's lives because they doubted you, because they talked down on you, because you weren't doing things in the way that they were told they had to do things. And that's why this lover is coming in for you. This situation, this union, this partnership. This could be someone that's very passionate for you. You stood out, you stood above the rest, and you stood by yourself. And you have this nurturing person coming in for you. You remained in this energy, this practical, supportive individual coming in, giving you this deeper love, giving you this choice, giving you this strength, this helping you to align further. Even though there is a competition in the situation, you stood out the most. You did the damn thing. And this person wants you to receive the fruits of your labor. They see that you deserve this. They see that you are someone that is self-sufficient. So it's maybe just a few things that you're lacking, but otherwise you're self-sufficient. You just need that other fuel. You're content. You're in a place of contentment of doing it by yourself. If that's what you're going to give me and that's what you got to do, then you're going to do it. You're in a place of rewards, of luxury. And this lover that's coming in, or this partnership, sees that. There's some familiarity because they've experienced the same things. They've experienced the betrayals, the deceptions, the thefts. They see that you continue to exude in a place of creative energy, of romantic energy. You continue to love yourself. You never let yourself harden. And this is bringing in justice. It is what it is. That justice is there for you. That Ten of Pentacles is part of that justice. And this is something that people around you are just jealous of. They see more and more daily that this isn't something that's on you. It's something that's in you. While a lot of people are born haters, you are a hustler. You're somebody that's striving for their legacy, striving for growth, striving to present opportunities, to prevent failure. Like no matter what that takes you, and it's like it's at all costs, but not winning at all costs. Like you're not out here cutting other people down. Like you're speaking truth. You're speaking from experience. You're sharing your experience, and the opposed people are the ones barking like, "But they did this," and you know what? We all have a shitty past and shitty things that we don't want to talk about that we've experienced. How some of you have gotten your husbands by being single and going and breaking up a happy home, by fucking a married man, by fucking someone that's with kids, or taking someone and beating them down while they were in a low. How some of you men have equally done the same thing and breaking up other, marriages to get someone or something. And those are lows. Some of you have stolen. Some of you have God forbid cheated and plagiarized and did other sneaky shit to get yourself ahead. Some of you, it's been very much a Robin Hood's take from the rich and give to the poor energy, but others of you have had all the resources and you didn't want to do the work. You just did what you felt would be great to stop someone else from succeeding so you can take their glory. And guess what? Those people still succeeded. You got your temporary rush, and those people you're trying to prevent from succeeding still succeeded. So it's crazy that somebody can even be a hater and hate on someone for doing the work. A lot of you had a fucking silver spoon in your mouth or were served everything on silver platters. Other people were not. A lot of us had paper fucking plates that we had to make the best of. And then we had to move from paper plates maybe to a plastic plate, and from a plastic plate to an actual ceramic plate, and then maybe some fine china before we even got to see what a fucking silver platter looks like, let alone a gold platter or a 5-course meal. A lot of you have a lot of stress that you're holding in your shoulders. You need to work on relaxing. Spirit, is there anything else that we need to know today? And I can't knock anybody for what they did to survive, but I can say those of you that have never gone out of your way to put someone else's light out, unscrew their light bulb, blow out their flame on their candle, extinguish their fire, dampen their dreams, or be a hater and listen to someone and then go and copy their idea after you just shit on them to their face or shit on them to a group of people and then ran to support them. I applaud you because you stood in being a genuine, authentic person. Hell, you could have even tried to give these ways to help this person to succeed. I applaud you because you know what? There's not anybody else out there doing that. Everybody else is looking for a quick buck, looking and wondering why you don't share with people nowadays because they're just going to steal your intellectual property and then lie on you and lie about it. Pretend to be you and then think they're going to come over and be like, oh, well, I can't give you my source. Yeah, it's crazy out here. And for those of you that spend a lot of time alone, I applaud you as well. Because, the more time I spent alone, the more endings that I've created. No more of that shadiness. More of my things have been prosperous. I've experienced new beginnings with the death card here. I've been able to change and transform. I didn't have anybody trying to keep me in toxic cycles. I didn't have anybody being upset that I no longer wanted to be in their low vibrational energy anymore. I was able to vibrate at a higher frequency. I was able to transition into things that were better for me. I was able to leave those people behind. I was able to experience the metamorphosis in my life by being solo, by being in that hermit energy, and it's nothing wrong with that. I've been able to experience more of the fruits of my labor, more of the rewards of my work, and see more of those rewards come forward than anything else. I've been able to be more in a place of luxury, to my standards, and a place of contentment with being alone and self-sufficiency, because I've not been around people draining me, and dependent on my energy and projecting onto me, because I've been able to fuel myself. I've been able to put out and fuel. Don't get me wrong, I've had people around that I can kind of lean on when I needed to, didn't have a wall to lean on, or I just needed to catch my breath, or just have a moment to lean on, when I felt like I was drowning too often. I've been there. I understand that. We need those things, those moments of rest. And because of that, I've been able to experience judgment, or see judgment called on the people around me, the people that didn't want to see me succeed truthfully, the people that talked shit when I wasn't around and couldn't support me in public. I've been able to go through that. I've been able to see mercy shed on me. I've been able to see new phases come into my life, me to go into times of redemption. I've been able to experience the awakening. I've watched people go through reckonings and tower moments, and they wonder what's happening and why that's happening to them. I've seen that. For ostracizing people that didn't deserve it, for speaking poorly on people's name that didn't deserve it, for going in and spreading rumors and lies. I've experienced that. So when these businessmen, these King of Pentacles come around, and I don't say much, it's because, I've busted my ass and I've worked hard, but I'm not one of them yet. So, like, when they come in, judgment is one of them coming in and investing, or seeing my success, or bringing justice in. I'm able to appreciate that and come to them with an energy of gratitude. I'm able to come in with this Ten of Pentacles that they bring, and an energy of gratitude. Fruits of labor brought judgment. Judgment was the King of Pentacles who brought justice. And justice from that King of Pentacles was the Ten of Pentacles. I'm able to appreciate all of this because I did what? I put the work in. I put the work in. This is very beautiful reading, very beautiful spread. Continue putting the work in. Continue showing up for yourself. Continue holding yourself accountable. Continue releasing people, places, things, situations that don't serve you in your highest good. Continue drinking water and minding your business, minding your businesses and drinking water. I love you if nobody has told you yet today. Go outside, ground yourself, dance in the rain, put your toes in the sand, in the grass, in the water. Take in the sun, take in the fresh air. Go for your walks. Go for a jog. Go for a bike ride. Take in the scenery, the nature. Take in everything. Disconnect from your phones for a little while. Disconnect from all the hard work for a little bit to take in everything around you. Literally stop and smell the roses, the daffodils, the mums, the lilies. Stop and smell them. Take in the pollen. And I say this as someone with allergies. Like, take it in. Like, I get clogged every day, and I'm sneezing and eyes itchy and dripping, but I stop and I take in that moments. It's a painful and horrible thing to experience, but I stop and I do it because when I'm sheltered and I don't take the moment to be grateful that I can come home and have a spoonful of honey, local honey, to help balance that out, and I can take an allergy meds and lay my head down. Then I go into a place where I take those things for granted. If I don't go out and appreciate the sun and the hot days and the pool and the grass, then when I don't have those things, then I'm in an energy of regret and taking them for granted. So if you're taking time to be grateful for what you do have that's around you, little to nothing to having everything that you want and you desire, when those things are stripped from you, and you really have nothing at all, then you won't be in that energy of regret. You'll be in this energy of, well, I've had it before, I may have lost it. I can continue to get it again and again and again. I know the recipe that works for me. Other people can copy your recipe all day long. The paste won't be the same. They can copy it, they can paste it, it won't be the same. They can copy the recipe for the sauce. They can replicate it, duplicate it, send it through a machine. It won't be the same. Only you can replicate your sauce the same. Only you can improve your sauce. Even if somebody's improved your sauce, improve the pace, it's going to always be something lacking. And that's going to be you every time because it's yours. I love you. I love you. I love you. I'm so thankful that you continue to show up and put the work in for yourself, that you continue to show up and stand in a place of being a light of hope, a beacon of hope, a lighthouse in times of darkness, that you continue to be grateful and you continue to be gracious. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button. Everything and every message isn't going to be for you. Whatever resonates, take that. All of my messages are timeless, so you get aligned with the messages when you get aligned. They are dated, so you know when the entry is made. Sometimes the information presented is still relevant to you and the time that you find it. It could be a message from 2 years ago that finds you, but it finds you when it needs to find you. Again, I love you, and I can't stress that enough to say. Tell that to your friends. Make things weird. Make sure that you love them. Tell them you love them. Make sure that you are grateful for them. And anything that's not meant for you will fall off and out of alignment. Don't fight for that to stay aligned. You want to elevate and grow, so you have to shed the dead leaves. You have to shed the dead branches, the dead weight. You got to let that go. You got to let the rotten fruit fall on its own. You got to learn to release things and not store so much stress and trauma. Again, I love you. I won't stress it enough. Drink your water, mind your business. Mind your business, drink your water. Thank you for showing up. Not for me, but showing up for you. Again, thank you for showing up. Not for me, but for you. Because you show up, you now can go out and you can continue to be kind. You can continue to smile and you can continue to feel your beat, boo. Have the day that you deserve. And as always, I will see you tomorrow. Bye.